Imagine holding a coin that looks so ordinary, so simple, something you might pass over without a second thought. And yet, inside that small piece of metal hides a story that could change your life forever. Today we step into the world of the 1989 P United States Jefferson Nickel, a coin that has shocked collectors across America and beyond, with a value that reaches $17 million. Yes, you heard that right. $17 million for a nickel. But this is not just about money. It is about history, rarity, mystery, and the passion that drives collectors to search through every jar, every pocket, every old drawer, just to find that one piece of treasure. The Jefferson Nickel has been part of American life since 1938, designed by Felix Schlag to honor Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers. The design itself carries dignity and meaning, with the obverse showing the portrait of Jefferson and the reverse featuring his famous Monticello home. By 1989, the Jefferson Nickel was already a familiar sight in circulation, minted in huge numbers at the Philadelphia Mint. But hidden within this sea of coins is one specific issue, the 1989 P Jefferson Nickel that has reached legendary status in the numismatic. Community collectors call it the crown jewel of modern nickels. But why? What makes this coin so special? And why would anyone place such a massive value on what looks like an ordinary 5-cent piece? To understand this, we must first step into the science and art of numismatics. Coin collecting is not just about the metal or the design. It is about rarity, condition, and provenance. These three pillars are what separate a coin worth 5 cents from one worth millions. The 1989 P Jefferson Nickel is fascinating because it is tied to extremely limited minting errors and near-perfect conditions that survived when most others did not. When we talk about coin value, condition is king. Grading companies like PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Company, specialize in analyzing coins under microscopic detail. They examine luster, strike sharpness, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. When a coin like the 1989 P Jefferson Nickel is discovered in mint state 70, perfection, the highest grade possible, it transforms from a simple coin into a masterpiece of history. And here comes the first cliffhanger. Imagine searching through rolls of nickels, finding one dated 1989 with a P mint mark, then taking it to be graded, and discovering it is flawless, untouched by circulation, shining with full steps on the Monticello reverse design. That tiny detail, full steps, meaning the steps of Monticello are fully struck with no wear or weakness, can make all the difference. Collectors pay staggering amounts for full-step Jefferson Nickels, and the 1989 P with perfect steps is almost mythical. Let's dive deeper into the coin itself. The 1989 P Jefferson Nickel was struck in a standard copper-nickel composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a thickness of 1.95 millimeters, a weight of 5 grams, and a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. On paper, nothing unusual, yet in practice, almost all of the 1989 nickels entered circulation, suffering from weak strikes, bag marks, scratches, and wear. Only a handful survived in immaculate state, and this is why the value skyrocketed. To truly understand the appeal, think of it like fine art. Anyone can buy a print of a painting for a few dollars, but an original masterpiece by a legendary artist sells for millions. The same principle applies here. Most nickels are common, but this one, due to condition, rarity, and historical quirks, has become a masterpiece in metal. Now let us pause and think about that number again. $17 million. Why would a coin fetch that kind of value at auction? Part of it lies in demand. Serious collectors with deep pockets often battle fiercely at auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Sotheby's. When a once-in-a-lifetime coin appears, the bidding war drives the price into the stratosphere. The 1989 P Jefferson Nickel in top grade has that magic combination: rarity, desirability, and prestige. And here is another cliffhanger. You might wonder, how can you be sure if the coin you hold could be the legendary one? The answer lies in grading. Without professional authentication, no collector will risk millions. This is where PCGS and NGC step in. They seal the coin in protective holders, assign a grade, and provide certification. Once graded at the highest level, the value is locked in, and the coin becomes a global treasure known to all serious numismatists. Here's a fascinating numismatic insight. The Jefferson Nickel series has long been studied for full-step designations. Collectors look for 5 or 6 complete steps on Monticello. This detail shows how well the coin was struck. In 1989, finding such full-step examples is nearly impossible. Most coins show only partial steps, weak from worn dies or high-speed production runs. So when a full-step 1989 P nickel surfaces, the numismatic world takes notice. So how do you sell a coin like this if you think you might have one in your collection? The worst mistake is to take it to an ordinary pawn shop or local dealer who may not understand the true rarity. The right path is to first have the coin graded by PCGS or NGC. Once certified, you then approach major auction houses. Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are two of the most respected in the United States. They connect your coin with top-tier collectors and investors, ensuring maximum value. In fact, many record-breaking sales have happened at these very venues. Now you might be asking, could a regular person really stumble across a coin like this? The answer is yes, and that is what makes the story even more exciting. Coins of immense value are sometimes discovered in pocket change, inherited collections, or bank rolls. Collectors in America often go through boxes of nickels from banks, searching for treasures. And history has shown that incredible finds still happen to this day. So yes, your next nickel might just be worth a fortune. Imagine the thrill of sending in an ordinary-looking coin and receiving it back in a PCGS holder labeled MS70 Full Steps, 1989 P Jefferson Nickel. The world would know you own one of the rarest nickels ever struck. Collectors from all over would chase after it with offers climbing higher and higher until that $17 million hammer price is reached. Now, let's give you even more detail about this coin to fuel your curiosity. The 1989 P Jefferson Nickel has a smooth edge. Unlike dimes or quarters, which have ridges, the nickel's edge is plain. This may seem simple, but collectors even analyze edge details for irregularities. Sometimes planche errors or missed strikes can add even more value. Weight at 5 grams is carefully checked during grading. Any deviation could indicate a mint error, such as a wrong planche strike. Errors are among the most valuable finds in numismatics. Here's another gem. Errors can create entirely new legends. Double strikes, off-center strikes, wrong planche strikes, and die cracks, all of which can transform a simple nickel into a once-in-a-lifetime rarity. So every detail matters when you examine your coins. And now let us build more suspense. The most powerful part of coin collecting is the unknown. Millions of 1989 P nickels were struck, but only a whisper of them survived in flawless, untouched condition. They are waiting like hidden treasures across America. And maybe, just maybe, you could be the one to find it. If you are enjoying this journey into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit the like button right now. Leave a comment below about the most interesting coin you have ever found. And subscribe to World Rare Coin, because this channel is your guide to the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Together we are building a community of passionate collectors who believe that history can be held in the palm of your hand. The story of the 1989 P Jefferson Nickel is not just about $17 million. It is about legacy, about the power of details, and about the thrill of discovery. It is a reminder that every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth more than gold. When you think about how a 5-cent piece can surpass the value of luxury cars, mansions, or even priceless paintings, you realize the magic of numismatics. So the next time you see a nickel, don't just glance at the date. Look closely, study the steps, check the condition, because inside that little coin could be a future masterpiece, waiting to be uncovered, graded by PCGS or NGC, and perhaps sold at heritage auctions for a life-changing sum. Collectors across America are still searching, dreaming, hoping, And now you know the secret too. The 1989 P Jefferson Nickel, valued at $17 million, is out there. A piece of history. A coin that proves greatness can come in the smallest of packages. So, if you want to stay ahead in this thrilling hunt, subscribe right now to World Rare Coin. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next rare coin value breakdown. And share this video with fellow collectors because who knows, one of them might be holding the next great treasure in their pocket. Together, we explore. Together, we learn. And together, we uncover the hidden wealth of America's coins. The journey does not end here. It begins with curiosity, continues with discovery, and culminates in the magic of holding history itself. So like, comment, subscribe, and let's keep this adventure alive. Because the next coin we reveal could be the one that changes everything forever.